Tonight I want to show you a spell that this is a really old spell. It's been on a few websites. There's a lot of websites that actually has this spell, and forums and blogs. And I heard about it a couple of years ago. I never heard about it before prior to then, but it is a spell that I have tried, and it is a spell that I have gained results. So one of my girlfriends, she called me up tonight, and she can't do any candle work in her house, so she usually calls me to do, you know, some light work for her. Anything heavy, she'll come by, and because I want her to learn as well how to do it, since we've been practicing magic since we were really young, and I got really heavy into it. She still does it, but she's like a closet witch. So she wanted me to do the spell for her, so I said sure, I'll do it. She told me to do a video for it. I said sure, I'll do it. So basically, this spell is a 3-day wishing spell. You're going to call upon 3 different archangels. As you can see, Saint Michael to my left. Saint Michael is the protector. He's going to guard you. He's going to shield you with his sword. His wings will protect you. They are very sharp. He will be able to stop you into the midst of danger. And he holds things down for me when it comes to my protection. He is one of the guardian angels that I will call upon to help me for protection for my clients as well. And he is called upon for parents as well to protect their children, to protect their daughters. He protects you in any situation, and a lot of situations. And I've had Saint Michael in my life for a really, really long time. So this is one saint that I always have around. For Saint Michael and his offerings, I usually offer him every day. I give him fresh cold water, and sometimes he doesn't want no water he doesn't want no tap water. He wants bottled water. So I'll buy a specific brand bottled water for him, or the Perrier water. He likes to have that too as well. So I'll have that for him, and I will also have his oil on his altar, along with protection curios and protection herbs. He likes to have that kind of stuff as well. So I have a lot of different things that I offer him. I do not offer him any alcohol at all, because I feel that for you to give certain saints alcohol and deities is fine, but a saint that is protecting you, you want his judgment to be very clear and on point. And I offered Saint Michael liquor many, many years ago, and I just felt like something weird was happening when it came to my protection that day. And I said, damn, you know what? I shouldn't have given this man no type of liquor, because he got drunk. When you feed your saints certain things, they get fat. You give them liquor, they get drunk, they overindulge. And I had never given it to him like that. I usually will have certain bottles of liquor for certain saints. Now on this particular day, I opened up his liquor and I poured it into a glass that I have for him. He has his own glass, he has his own plates, he has his own altar, and I poured it in there, and it was kind of weird that day. So from that day on, I never offered him that. And I do offer him cigarettes, and he doesn't like cigarettes too much, but once in a while. But he will love a really good, expensive cigar. So if you guys can do that, you can definitely do that. He's there, he's holding the devil down. When I do work with him, I always turn the devil away from my work, because I just feel like the devil is like his intent. Like if you just look at him right now, it's like he's wishing bad upon these candles that I have here already. He's just looking at them. So a lot of times when I'm going to be doing work, he will usually be turned like this, and I'll give the back to it like that. And when I do my candle work and Saint Michael is next to it, there's different shadows that are cast out upon by the flame. I read that as well. I take everything into consideration when I'm doing my work. And sometimes there are faces, okay? There are faces that I will see, and this helps me to make out who this person is that, was going after my client. And I also see certain signs, different things. I'll call my client up and I'll ask them, do you have this in the home, this and that? And they'll say, yeah, somebody gave this to me. Like, it's a bunch of different things I see when I do my candle magic, especially when I have my saints next to it. I see a lot of different things. St. Michael is one of the saints that I will always have into my home. He will always be my protector and, you know, guard me over the evil and the wicked people that, you know, just sometimes people maliciously just hate you. And there's nothing that you can do about it. They think about you so much that it has built up into anger. And they have a hate for you. They honestly do. What I do with him, I always have Florida water. This is the Florida water that I use, and I always pour Florida water from his temple down to cleanse him. And I just feel like the Florida water burns the devil, so I always do that. But I always keep him clean as well. I oil him up a lot. I have a fairy wall oil, and I have his oil, and I have a protection oil, and I always keep it there. I make myself really big bottles of oil because the small half ounces, I eat those. So I have myself like 4-ounce bottles. Some of my oils is 8 ounces because I use so much oil, so I make myself really big ones. And he's gonna help you with a lot of things in your life if you get to know this archangel. He's very kind and caring and very loving, and he will protect your home. Anything he has to do to protect your home, he will protect it. He will show you the signs. He will show you the people, everything he will put into your face. So then after, if he shows you who is attacking you and who hates you and who places evil upon you, if you continue to, be around these certain people, because sometimes you have no choice. You work with them. They are family members. They may just live in your apartment. You may not associate with them, but still the anger and the hate and the jealousy they have veering towards you, just by looking at you and seeing you, it will continue to grow stronger. So what he will do is he will continue to protect you. He will continue to guard you. These wings that he has are like razors. They will cut through anything. And I have my own personal prayer that I always say for him. I always keep a red candle lit for him all the time. Like that's non-stop, like all the time. That's something that I always do. So for this particular spell, it's a 3-day wishing spell, like I told you guys. And I don't have the other archangels into my home, but I have worked with them many times. So Saint Raphael, Saint GaBriel, and Saint Michael. So what you have to do is you're gonna get a plate, a white plate, but of course you guys know I already love these plates. I have like 100 of them already, and even as the wick gets really low and it burns down close, it will not burn directly through the plate. Like these plates are really, really good. And okay, as you know, Saint Michael protects, Saint Raphael is the healer, and Saint GaBriel is the messenger. So you have to make a wish, each one with a wish. You can use their oil. You can use All Saints oil as well. I think that's much better. But if you do not have an oil, if there's a situation where you do not have an oil, it is not a life and death matter. It honestly is not. Some people will use their olive oil. I don't like to use olive oil on my candles. I don't like to use them on my candles, but you can use olive oil if you want to. So what you'll do in this situation is you're going to oil your candles up. And if you don't have any olive oil, do not worry about oiling your candles up. Pray over them. Each candle you hold, you pray over each one. That intent alone is good. Okay, so you separate each one. After you separate each one, now what you're going to do, you need to place sugar into the plate. And you guys already know I like sugar in the raw. So this is one thing you're going to find in my house all the time. You can use white sugar, yeah, but I really love sugar in the raw. The first time I found sugar in the raw, I think I went to Starbucks and they had the little packets. And I said, you know what? I need to buy this. I need to keep this in my house. So, okay. So you have your 3 candles, one for Saint Michael, one for Saint GaBriel, and one for Saint Raphael. So now you need to make a wish for each one. One is for love, one is for the impossible, and one is for business. Now what I do, everybody's going to use the archangel differently, and each one will represent what it is for them. But for me, Saint Raphael, because he is a healer, I will call upon him to heal the heart for love, to reconciliate. Okay? Now, the one for business, I will use that. Saint GaBriel is a messenger to God. I will use that for my business, to get the messenger out there, Saint GaBriel, to help to bring forth in business to me. I want everyone to know about my business. If you you know, if you have a daycare and you need more people to come in, the messenger for you to call upon would be Saint Gabriel. To me, this is what I would recommend. Everyone, of course, is gonna, you know, take the lead and use whatever saint they want. But I would, you know, for a business situation, you want the message to get out there. You want everyone to know about you. You want some success to come in. You want a better business, and you want a flow of steady clients. Saint Gabriel would be the one to get that message out there for you, because he is God's messenger. And of course, the impossible. Of course, I will leave that to Saint Michael, because what he can do for you, it would be the impossible. If you need a heavy, strong protection, if you have an enemy in your way, someone that is trying to cut you down constantly and stop you from doing the things that you need to do to be successful in this world, and they just find any way to get at you, I will call upon him. He is known to help you with a lot of different things. He reverses curses. I also keep agrimony on his altar as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of different herbs that I will keep, you know, I'll do like a rotation basically. And I'll have like different herbs every week for him, because he does like to have, you know, a nice, he likes to have a nice altar set up. That's, you know, something that he's just, something, some saints, they don't recommend, they don't need much. But I like to keep also angelica root there as well. That's one of the main things that I'll have there. So if you have a real situation and you know it's really impossible to get through, you can call upon him, and he will be able to help you fight this battle. That's why we use him as the one for the impossible. He will be able to get you through it. Okay, if it's something that needs to be fought, he will fight for you. He will get it for you. He will get it done. And like I said, this is not a hard spell. You can do this yourself. And you know, I mean, you can start it. Though, like I said, the waxing moon is going to be on Sunday. You can do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So for 3 days, you're gonna need 9 candles. So you get 9 candlesticks. 3 for each night, 1 prayer per candle, per guardian angel, GaBriel, Raphael, Michael, and you place it somewhere really high. So I don't recommend closets, because the closets is gonna it can cause a fire in the closet, especially if you guys have clothes. But you guys should be old enough to know not to place fire next to fabrics and clothing and flammable items. And plus, the closet, if you have an empty closet, even if you're putting it in there, it may light well, but keeping that door closed, and you're taking the oxygen and you're trapping it into there with a flame, that's not recommended at all. I highly don't recommend that. So these candles are gonna, I use the shorter ones because I prefer these ones. These will burn down within 2 hours. There are the ones that burn in 6, and then you have the big jumbo ones that burn in 8 hours. Now, if you're gonna be home all day, you just select whichever ones are better for you. But at nighttime, you know, you use these ones right here. You put them on top of your refrigerator. If you have a cabinet that goes all the way up, you can do that, but just be careful, because you know the soup marks is gonna start turning the wall black. So you have to be careful with that as well. Somewhere high up. So if you have like a cabinet, you want to put it up there. You know, no one is going to be able to see it. You put it all the way up there. On top of the refrigerator works best. That's just my opinion. So after you put the sugar, after you have said your prayers, you're going to light each one. Okay, you're going to ask each saint for the impossible. So day 1 you do it, day 2 you do it, day 3 you do it, and then on the 4th day something good is supposed to happen. Now let me say this, something good is supposed to happen, but let me warn you, you know, you guys already should have the understanding already. With magic, things vary, time varies. You're not going to get results sometimes within 24 hours, but you should hear some good news within the 4th day. Now, don't email me and tell me you didn't get any results, because that is not my fault, and it will not be my fault. When you do magic, you place it into the atmosphere, you're placing it into the hands of God, and you know, you're changing and altering things, which is not bad. You know, change is good, so think of it as that. When you work with magic, you're altering things, you're changing things for the better. So you're changing things for the better to gain okay, to hold on to draw things into you. And I think with the waxing moon, this is a great positive spell to do. So now on the 4th day, you get rid of it. What I recommend you doing is reading your wax within those days. Look at the wax, see what it turns like. The best type of wax is none at all. Okay, and if you're having a lot of wax left over, that situation that you're asking that saint may not be the right question. It may not be something that is suitable, or it may be just a situation that will not come forth for you. But anything is possible in magic. So you guys have to believe. And when you do your work, stop worrying so much about it. Do it and leave it. When you place worry, when you argue, when you fight, when you curse, when you bring so much different types of energy and anxiety to your own spells, you are pushing it back every time you do. So just be very calm. Even if you're not a calm person, try to be as calm as possible when you're doing this. You're working with the Archangels. You're asking for impossible situations. I just want you guys to do this and have an open mind. Do it and leave it. But, I know you guys are still going to email me, and I'm still happy to answer any questions you guys have. But understand that on day 4, when you email me and you say nothing happened, what am I supposed to do? Do it again? Again doesn't mean it's going to work more. Okay? If you do more and more and more and more, that doesn't mean you're going to get faster results. Okay? When you work in magic and you're working with candles, especially candle spells, certain spells require the lights. You need to keep a candle lit. The longer days you have the candle lit, the better the energy will be, and much more intent going into it. And prayer, heavy prayer. Make yourself available for this spell. You want something out of it. You can't just light it and just go about your business and then come back and say, well, nothing happened. Put yourself into it. It needs some energy. It needs some love. It honestly does. It needs you into it. This is your spell. Put yourself all over it. Okay? Pray. 3 days straight. All right? Any other spell you're doing, if it's a 9-day novena, do it for 9 days. And, they usually don't last 9 days. It'd be 7. Depending on the situation, you may get 5 days out of it. But put yourself into it. You have to pray over it. You have to. Now, with some spells, you have to keep working that person until you start seeing a change. One candle is not going to work. Okay? Especially if you're cursed, somebody crossed you up, it's going to take a few candles for you to do that. And while you're doing that, you have your protection on. Protect your home. Cleanse your house. You're doing these baths. Okay? You have to keep working at the situation. You're molding something. Okay? You have to continue to mold it until you finally get the shape that you want. So don't think that one candle is going to suffice. It never will. It never will with one candle. Sometimes I do work. I get results within a week and within a couple of days. Okay? And then some work, it takes 3 months. We're working on this person. We're working to change a situation. We're controlling someone. We're bringing in money. Some of my clients will tell you, I have done work for them, and within a couple of days, they start seeing things. Automatic. Sometimes it takes a little longer, because it all depends on the person. And sometimes, no matter what you do, you guys have to understand, the magic won't be the answer. It won't help you. It won't change. This person won't stop doing what they're doing. They just continue to do what they do. You're going to have to be strong to say, you know what, let me take myself out of this situation. And that's how you're going to help yourself. That's how you're going to alter your life and how you're going to get the change you want out of magic. When you take yourself away from certain people. Okay? So, after you light these candles, 3 days at nighttime. You don't think that if you keep doing a candle over and over and over. No. Do it the way that I'm explaining to you. So 1 candle, each saint, 3 candles, a total. You're going to have this brown sugar there or your white sugar, whatever you want to use. You're going to light each candle up. Okay, after you light up each candle, then you are going to have this in a high area. So every day you take it down, you're going to replace the candles. I think nighttime is a good time, but if you can't do it at nighttime because, family comes home at night, you want to do it in the morning when they leave, that is fine. That will work for you. You have to do what works for you. I do what works for me. So whatever's best for each person in their situation, you have to do it. So you'll do what you have to do. And then on day 4, so if you do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, on Wednesday, when you take it down from it being lit from Tuesday night, then what you can do is you're going to take all of this, the sugar and all of that stuff, and with the wax remains, And what I would recommend is you placing it into a small bag. When you want to keep something close to you, you can bury it into your front or backyard. Okay, that is what I have always done. And a lot of people that work with hoodoo, and they have the sense of understanding how to dispose, you will understand what it means to take something and bury it and leaving it potted. So you can, if you don't have a backyard or front, you could pot it and keep it close to you. Okay, you want this business spell, you want this business wish to come forth, you want this love wish to come forth, and you want the impossible to come forth. Place it into a small bag like a mojo, and then a white one is good. And then what you can do, you can get a plant and bury it and place it into, you can, even if you have like a really big hallway, actually if you have a hallway, you live in an apartment building and they have a fresh plant, bury it in there. A lot of my clients, I pot their stuff for them and I ship it to them, and they keep the pot and the plant right in front of their door. And it has helped them so much, especially if it's a prosperity spell, keeping that close. You want to keep it close. When you're burying something in the cemetery, you're working with the spirits. That's something different. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying to do here. So this is the best way to dispose it. But alternative to it is you take the sugar outside and you sprinkle that sugar all over to bring this to you. You can do that as well. You sprinkle it all, you know, in the path that you're going, because you want this stuff to come back to you. So sprinkle it out there. This is what I recommend. Now, if you want to throw it in the garbage, that's on you. You can do that. I'm not recommending that at all. If that's something you want to do, fine. Okay? But I'm not telling you anything that's complicated. I'm telling you things that are correct. Because some people, they'll say, oh, do this, do this, do this. And then when it comes to how to get rid of it, they don't know. And that's because they bullshitters. They don't know how to do anything. They're giving you guys the wrong idea on working with magic. And when you have someone telling you how to do the wrong thing, you're going to get the worst results. Okay, this is very simple. Don't make it hard on yourself. I'm not trying to make it hard for you. It's very easy. And I explained it to you guys to the T. So, therefore, for those of you that are going to email me, oh, I think I'm going to do this and put in the garbage, what's going to happen? I did not recommend you to put in the garbage. So if you do email me and you say I'm going to put it in the garbage, I will have no comment. Okay, I'm going to write down to you no comment. Don't be offended. I'm telling you now, I'm going to write down no comment. Because I want you guys to learn how to dispose things the right way. Because, you know, people talk about, oh, this is a traditional way to do this. This is a traditional way to do that. But disposing, you want to dispose it the right way. Yeah. You want to, traditionally, if you're going to call it that, then at least teach people how to dispose things the right way. Because a lot of spells have lost its tradition. People have created their own spells. People have their own insight on a lot of different things and how to do it. And that doesn't mean it's wrong. But if you're going to call something traditional and say this is a traditional spell to do this, this is the traditional way to light a candle, traditional way to oil it up, then you have to make sure that you can stand by what you're saying. Because everyone is going to oil their candles up differently. Everyone is going to dress things differently. I mean, I told you guys what to do from bottom to top to bring in. Okay, to draw in and to push away from top to bottom. Even when you write out your petition on your candles, you write it from the bottom to the top, to the tip of it. And when you write it from the bottom to the tip of it, because you want to bring forth the energy to you. So by the time the flame burns all the way down, you have brought this light, the energy, okay, the power to you. And then when you want to take away, you're going to do it differently. You're going to do it from the top of this candle tip down. You're going to write down because you want to push this away, okay? So what you can do, you can write on this, but you're going to write up, okay? I'm only teaching you guys what is correct. I want to, and if you feel any type of way about anything that I have shown you, always ask me. You know, if you feel like you want to, I mean, my channel's not here for you guys to try to challenge me, because it's not a challenge channel, okay? I'm here to show you what is correct. But if you feel you want to challenge me on something, a herb I showed you, or a spell that I created, or even a spell that's been out for a long time and I'm showing you how to do it, you're welcome to do that. This is a public channel, so you're welcome to do that. But you're not going to bring no bullshit to my channel at the end of the day either, okay? You'll get shut down real quick with it. I'm teaching you guys. So for those of you that have your own energy that's pent up and you know, driving you crazy, don't bring that to me. Don't bring that to my subscribers. Don't bring that to my channel. It's all love here. Honestly, it is. And I just want to show you guys the correct way to do certain things, and you know, the correct way to work your spells and to get results. A lot of people, they claim to be practitioners, but they don't know what they're doing. They have no clients. They have no results in their own life. But yet they'll tell you, oh, do this, do that. And it just doesn't seem right. Those are the people you should be challenging. You honestly should challenge those people that are telling you guys the wrong thing all the time. Okay? So with that said, this is very simple. And I hope that you guys can get some good results working this. Light your incense. You can use the charcoal like I showed you guys. The gum arabic is good. You can use a little bit of camphor. Camphor is very strong, so make sure you open your windows. And then you want to add in some frankincense. I love the scent. I love the way frankincense smells. And if you don't have that, then you can use some copal, and you can use a little bit of benzoin. And what else you could add on there? I love gum arabic. I think gum arabic helps purification like crazy. Like you can help get some good energy with gum arabic. I'm going to show you guys what gum arabic looks, and you know, once I get a chance, my next couple of videos that I do, I want to show you guys gum arabic. It's a good resin to keep into the home. It really is. So with that being said, try this spell. Try it out tonight, whenever I post it, and I hope you guys are yielding those results that you get. So as always, like, subscribe, and stay blessed.